Hey guys, starting the evening off with a Spark order, $27.58 for 5.8 miles. Now it is 2 drop-offs. Now this order has alcohol in it, and the question is, can you make more money off of delivering alcohol deliveries? Now I don't see them very often in my market. I've taken them probably a handful of times, and every time I've seen an order with alcohol in it, it does tend to pay a lot better, at least from my experience. Let me know your guys' thoughts and experience on delivering alcohol orders. Do they tend to be higher paying in your market? I have heard from some of you guys that you do like taking the alcohol delivery orders because you do see more money in those orders. But of course, there are the pros and the cons to the pros being you can potentially make a little bit more money on delivering alcohol deliveries. And then the cons to delivering alcohol can be delivering to an already intoxicated person. Now, granted, one, you don't want to be in that situation. And two, you know, if there's a person that's intoxicated, you can't hand that order over to that individual, which then can cause problems, an upset customer, an altercation. You just never know. So there's kind of that situation you got to kind of be aware of. And of course, everybody's market is going to depend in areas and all that stuff. And of course, you always want to put your safety first over money in every single situation. So I do have my husband driving with me tonight, which you guys know I love it when he drives. So we're going to pick up this order from Walmart, but do let me know your guys' thoughts on alcohol deliveries. Again, I've only delivered them like a handful of times, and each time I've delivered an alcohol delivery, it's gone smooth, no issues, and the pay has definitely been worth it. But again, let me know your thoughts. And again, never put your safety above money. Safety always first. We're gonna check into Walmart and get this order and get it loaded up. All right, guys, we are loaded up. So I'm sitting in the car. We're kind of parked in the back. There's another car off to the side, and all I see is this big tower of blue carts rolling up, stops right up my trunk, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, when you look at the list, you get a kind of an idea. I didn't think it was gonna be that much, but it's doable. It is doable, but you know, you get surprised sometimes. But we are loaded up. Back trunk has one order, and then the back passenger seat has the second order. Both houses, thank goodness, we are gonna get it done. We're on the way to the first customer, the bigger order, which has the alcohol in it. I believe it's 2 12-packs of beer, and the customer is 4 minutes, 1.3 miles, so I will have to verify their ID. I did message them that I'm on my way, so hopefully they'll be prepared with everything. Yeah, we're on our way. Let's go get it dropped off. Hey, kitty. Going? Good. Can I verify your ID? Yeah. Awesome. Okay. How's your night going? Good. Good. Yours? Okay, and then I'll just have you. I'll give you back your ID. I
love this screen.
I love it too. Works out for your kitties.
Right. And the kids.
And the kids. Are you?
Have a good night.
You too. Bye-bye. All right, guys, the big order with the alcohol is dropped off, and I don't remember if I told you guys, I had messaged a customer that I'm on my way so they'd be prepared, and she was. We pull up, and the doors cracked open, and her kitty's sitting there. It was super cute. Got the order dropped off at the front and verified her ID, got a signature, so all is good. She was super, super nice. So we are off to the next customer, which is supposed to be in a house, 8 minutes, 3.8 miles. Smaller order. There is some loose jugs of water, but shouldn't be any big deal at all. Smaller order. We're gonna go get her done. Guys, order is dropped off. Super smooth deliveries. You know, sometimes when you see those blue crates, they can look a little overwhelming, but it actually wasn't bad at all. Smooth drop-offs. Everything went as it should, and the last drop-off was actually a very frequent customer. I've delivered to them several times, food delivery, and I think Walmart as well, and my husband's dropped off to them before, so as soon as we're pulling up, I knew exactly who it was. I'm like, I'm pretty sure we've delivered to these customers many times. They always have stuff outside for the drivers, which is super thoughtful of them. Anyways, we're heading to where all of the restaurants are, which isn't too far from the last drop off, and we're gonna see what else we can line up and keep these wheels to moving. All right, guys, nothing has really been coming in except for a few declines. It's kind of quiet tonight. Here's the declines that I did have to do. $4.64, 6.7 miles backwards offer. You guys already know a decline. Here's another one, $4.50 for 3.4 miles from DoorDash. Decline. And like I said, it was quiet in between, and then this offer comes in at $6.93 for 4.1 miles from Burgerville. We are heading to Burgerville. You know, I was hoping it'd be busy tonight, but it's not the case. We're gonna take what we can get. We're heading to Burgerville, and you know what's interesting is I wonder if the lobby's even open, or we're gonna have to go through the drive-thru. We're gonna find out when we get there. We're heading there now. All right, guys, lobby is open. I just seen another driver come flying in here. They must have a good offer or something. Let's see. Hi, picking up from Miranda L.
We are working on it.
You're working on it? Thank you. Okay. And you're doing the shake?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, here we go.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Oh, it was the wrong tag. Okay. I was like, oh my God, you don't want to get the wrong one. Customer won't be happy. There's a lot of drivers coming in here. I thought the lobby would be locked because it's later, but it isn't. It's like 9:56 right now, but a lot of orders obviously coming out of Burgerville right now because I'm seeing drivers coming and going. And so I'm in there checking on my order. It's not ready, they're making it. And it didn't take very long, but he finally brings me the bag and says my customer's name, but I'm grabbing the bag and I'm looking at it and my camera's in there dying too, so I don't know what I got. I'm looking at the bag and it says somebody else's name on it. And the girl that's next to me, I think she's a dasher, I think that was her customer's name, but what had happened is the contents in the bag was correct, but he had put the wrong label on it. So it said her customer's name, but it had my customer's food in it. I was like, oh my gosh, you know, you got to make sure because you don't want the customer to get the wrong food. Got their milkshake too, which took them a moment to make, but everything should be well. But at first, you know, you're handed a bag that has the wrong name on it, and he's saying my customer's name. Totally confusing, but it's all sorted out. Customer's drop off is 3 minutes, 1.4 miles. They are in an apartment. Told me not to knock or ring, which I won't, as I mention all the time, unless they tell me to do so. Let's go get them their food. All right, guys, Burgerville's orders dropped off. Now, the GPS was off on the pinpoint of the building, and this goes back to what I always say, especially if you're a newer driver, don't always trust the pinpoint of where the GPS is telling you to go. Make sure you verify with your eyes because the pinpoint was off. It's saying it was down at this end, and the actual drop-off was like a couple buildings over. So always make sure you verify you're at the correct drop-off location, because if you just went off that pinpoint, somebody would be getting the wrong order. Other than that, it went smooth. The dog, of course, heard me when I dropped off the order. You try to be quiet, but you know, sometimes they hear you, and it is what it is. So after we dropped off that order, you know, the bad offers are coming in. It happens. You just hold out for the good ones. Here's just a few. $5.51 for 6.8 miles backwards offer. Another one, $10.27. Sounds nice, but not for 2 drop-offs for 12.7 miles. That's just a ridiculous offer. A no-go, and it was going to take me further out as well, out of the area. Absolutely not. But the Spark order and the Burgerville order went smooth. If you deliver in my area, because it's later out, and typically I don't deliver this late out anymore, but Burgerville seems to be getting a lot of orders. I've seen a lot of drivers coming and going, which could be a good sign, you know, that it's busy. Maybe there's a lot of offers coming out of there, of course. I only want the good ones, of course. But let me know if you deliver my area, if you get Burgerville orders a lot. But I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys right here. Always so much appreciate you guys riding along with me as always. And of course, if you did enjoy the ride along, do give the video a like, consider subscribing if you haven't already. And I'll be seeing you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.